All right, tonight we got Bob Curcio for episode 3, the one of the founders of Sneak Peek Prints of Prospect Park, PA. Thanks for coming on tonight, brother.
Yeah, I'm glad you had me on, man. This is I've been looking forward for this.
I know.
Yeah.
Like every time I stop in to pick shirts up or hats or whatever it is, we end up talking for like 2 hours.
Yeah, every time.
And I love that our conversations are strictly about it's just ideas.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't stray from that. And that's something I feel like that's unique, especially in our circles, of growing up to find something like that. So really appreciate it.
Yeah, likewise, bro. Likewise. I don't know how we met. I was thinking about that on the way here. Like, how the hell, man, you met? I have no idea.
I think we met, well, obviously, Russo's one of your business partners.
Yeah.
Right? And him and Dave L are close.
Okay.
So I think we kind of meshed through that synergy
okay.
of those two animals.
Yeah, I love Dave, bro.
Yeah.
He
hilarious.
comes by once a week for like 10 minutes.
Does he still?
Yeah. And
I know he was doing that forever.
Yeah, he's awesome. I love that dude.
His energy is unparalleled.
Yeah, no one's got that.
And he hasn't stopped either.
Yeah.
He's like my pit bull that's like 10 and still like acts like he's a puppy. You know what I mean?
He's got a good outlook on life. Like recently I said something to him and he was like, dude, I wake up every day. Life's great. I'm like, man, you got it, buddy. As long as you have that attitude, you are good in life, dude.
Yeah, he's just positive.
Yeah.
And that's a new thing for him. And you might be to credit for this, but every time I talk to him now, he tells me about all these books he's listening to. And, I'm like so happy for him that he's like delving into that realm of, educating himself.
Yeah, I put him onto a few. I don't want to take too much credit, but
you take a little bit. You can take a little bit because he hit me with a few of them. I'm like, you've been talking to Bob. I'm like, that's a Bob recommendation right there for sure. But yeah, man. So what I've been trying to do is just have, unique people that are doing well in their business and other ventures, high performers come on and just talk about their journey.
Yeah.
So for you guys, when did this whole venture start?
So you can kind of date it back to high school is where things kind of get interesting. Like it's relatable to what we're doing now in a lot of ways. Like me and my friend Jimmy we were selling clothes out of like our locker. This is like, you're talking sophomore year in high school. And that kind of like snowballed into, by junior year, I had like 9 lockers. I think it was like 8 or 9 lockers, something ridiculous. But like when you're in high school, you're surrounded by so many people and they're just like all potential customers. So we would get like bootleg Jordans and we had jeans, like the Red Monkey jeans and the Vizu jeans and like all that stuff. Jerseys, had bootleg jerseys. And I would just rent out lockers for cheap. You could buy somebody a cheeseburger twice a week and they're like, all right, you can have my half of this locker. So I just had like,
dude, that's so wild.
Yeah.
That's so wild.
So it started like way back then, to be honest with you.
Oh my
God.
God.
Not as far as like screen printing, but as far as selling clothes.
Yeah, but still like that entrepreneurial itch.
Yeah. I just like had it way young.
It just like, you just knew, you just figured it out, right?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I can buy this for $20 and sell it for 30.
Yeah.
And then buy myself some Jordans for this weekend.
Pretty
on
much.
top of it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Dude, you're renting lockers? I never heard that before.
No.
I don't think you ever told me about
that was a real thing. Like,
oh my God.
And then like I had one with jerseys, one, like shoes take up a lot of space, like with boxes.
Yeah, what did you have that down to, like a science? Like, oh, we can fit like 6 boxes?
I would have like size 7s over here. You know what I mean? So you'd split it up, like the top floor, like 3rd floor, I would have bigger sizes, and then you would have whatever size 7s in this locker, 9s in this, 10s in this. And then like the jerseys came along because people just kept asking, like, can you get my dad an Elway jersey? I'm like, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Give me a week. And then other people, and I had like a consignment locker, which this is when shit started getting funny because like other people just have like extra iPods. Like iPods were a thing back then.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, can you sell this for me? I'm like, all right, well, here's the price. I'll give you this much back. So then I had like a consignment locker as well. And then there was Printy Girls going through Bonner at the time. So then I would have handbags, Yeah, it was funny, man. Like, it was a funny operation back then, but it was like, you could tell I never really gave a shit about school ever.
Sure.
But like, I enjoyed it because it was like, all right, well, I can make 300 today. I got this lined up for Friday. I can make like 600. Yeah, so it was cool. Like, dress down days were the best because I would wear a different polo to each class and just sell them. You know what I mean? Like,
Right off the back.
yeah.
Right off your back.
I would sit at the trolley stop with like just shoes hanging around my neck, like 4 pairs of shoes is hanging around my neck at the trolley stop. People were just like, how much are the blue ones? I'm like, well, they're 110, but if you buy these, I'm going to take it for 100, you know? So, yeah, that's kind of where it started. And then, you know, eventually.
Dude, hold on. I can't get over this. Like, this makes everything so much more interesting. And now this is pre-internet. Right?
This is this is pre-smartphone. Like, I remember seeing the first iPhone, which kind of sucked. Like, the first iPhone actually, like, didn't have an app store. That came out my senior year. So this is like pre-smartphone.
So were you
BlackBerry.
Would you graduate? 08?
08, yeah.
Okay, same age.
Yeah, that was kind of how selling clothes started, was back then.
Dude, you might as well have had a beeper. That was like the Stone Age almost back then, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so that was with your boy Jim.
Yeah, Jimmy went to Interborough. So he just put me onto eBay. Like, I never, like...
Okay.
He would just buy, like, random jerseys and custom sneakers and, like, sidekicks from eBay. And I was like, dude, this is, like, the coolest shit ever. Can you show me, like, how this works? So then we started, like, really getting into that. And then we found someone overseas to, like, sell, like, bootleg clothes. So we were just getting, like, shipments of...
Oh, so you were ordering them online.
Yeah.
I know, like, we used to go to, like, Cowtown or some of these flea markets, but you would get some wonky stuff. You'd be getting these, like, Lacoste polos, and the alligator would be, like, straight up and down, or it'd be, like, on, like, up here on the shoulder or something.
Missing
a
tongue.
Yeah. It was so, like, such a gamble.
That also was, like, part of it. Like, by junior year, that was, like, a thing. Because, like, what would happen is you would get these shipments from overseas, and once in a while, the post office would just hold it. Like, oh, you owe us this amount of money in order to get your package. I never really officially found out how or why they did that. Like, I went to, like, business legal or, like, studied, you know, I guess whatever the hell they were. Like,
just the
business
stipulations?
law. Yeah. So I don't know if it's, like, considered the dumping act. I don't know. I don't know the actual term. But basically, when somebody overseas is just, like, bootlegging shit and selling it here, they try to, like, penalize that, or almost like a tariff kind of thing.
Wow.
So that happened a few times. So then I would have to end up going to, like, a Cowtown, and, you know, so yeah, that happened. We did that as well. You gotta keep the
supply. You
gotta do something, dude.
So, and then from there transpired Sneak Peek.
Yeah.
My favorite clothing company still to this day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's no longer with us, but you know, I still keep some hoodies
to
pay homage.
We're trying to do drops like a couple times a year. It's just tough for us because, like, we have so many clients now. We have like 1,300 clients, and it's like hard to just keep up with the wholesale side of things. And, you know, selling one off of anything is just like, it's just hard to do, dude.
Yeah, you gotta revenue producing.
Yeah, employees, like, you know, so you kind of got to stick to what works.
Yeah, the fun stuff.
Yeah.
It can wait till later.
Yeah, I could shoot out for it, dude. Like, there's times I'll go to a bar, there's a guy drunk enough who he will fucking yell at me. He's like, dude, you don't come out with any more hoodies. And I'm like apologizing.
He's sitting there with that camo joint with holes in it.
Yelling at me. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry.
Dude, I believe it, man.
Yeah,
I believe it.
That happened. I get chewed out sometimes for it.
You should.
Yeah,
As you should. I'm surprised I haven't gotten drunk, called you in the middle of the night, like, this is bullshit, Bob. It's my fucking hoodie, man.
Yeah.
Want that tie-dye one from 2017.
Yeah, like, that's the weird thing. Like, do you have any more of those tie-dye zip? I'm like, bro, that was 9 years ago.
Yeah,
like,
we forget.
I don't have any.
So quick to forget. Yeah. You know, time flies.
Yeah.
So, but the name, did that transpire from originally selling sneakers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we originally were opening a sneaker store in Collingdale. So, like, I didn't last long in college at all, which is a great story too. But I had business plans for a bunch of different businesses in college, and, like, I had one for a tanning salon, a barbershop, and a sneaker store. And part of it was, like, if there was an apartment up top that would, like, you know, kind of take off some of the cost. You have a basement for storage, and then you have a sneaker store in the front store. So I went to real estate school, so I'm like looking into buildings, and I found a spot in Collingdale with an apartment up top, basement. I'm like, damn, this is like the sneaker store idea I had. So called Nate. I don't know if you know Nate, but I called Nate, Seth, Wills, Russo.
Is Nate the guy that works with you guys every so often, or does he still?
Full-time now.
He's full-time now? Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
But he ended up sticking with the sneakers.
He's OG.
Yeah.
Sneaker guy, right?
Yeah, he ended up, when we like kind of, because when you start to realize like how hard it is to get a Nike account, and this is like before reselling sneakers. Like when we started Sneak Peek, this was not like, there was like few people buying $200, $300, $400 Jordans. Like just like me and like a bunch of like random
It wasn't like a national wave yet.
Yeah, that was
a niche.
not a thing.
It was a niche
store,
thing.
like for the OGs of like sneakerheads, they would know like Abacus is, which is like
Ubic.
Yeah, but like
even before that,
even
right?
before, yeah, well, yeah, Ubic's that era, but like Abacus was like one of those people that are selling like sample Jordans for $400 or $500, like Freddy Krueger dunks for $2,000. Like,
wish you bought a couple of them back then.
Yeah, I do, and I had like some good ones, but I wear them. Like I always wore them, you know.
Yeah.
Well, so that's where kind of we were doing, and then you realize like how hard it is to get a Nike account. It's like shit, like. So how are we going to get a steady supply? I can't sell bootleg stuff out of a legitimate store. So we started going to New York, like Brooklyn and Queens. Like I was in New York twice a week, all the time, every week. And you're walking around like Queens, like Jamaica, Queens, with like $3,000 or $4,000 in your sock. This is like not
just going up with cash and
yeah.
How would you
but
get
that's how you get.
Would you
the
ship the shoes home? Like how
I would
would
just
you
drive them? I would just drive them.
Drive up.
Just pack my Honda and drive them home. But like it's just like not really that sustainable when you're like, especially when you go back and there are people in the neighborhood like that guy left with like 10 pairs of shoes. Like,
yeah,
you know, so
and he
it's
comes
just, like,
back
sketchy,
every Saturday morning
like,
and every Wednesday night.
It was cool. It was such a cool time because I literally got to like go to New York maybe like 50 times. So I kind of got to like know the ins and outs of Manhattan and you know downtown and Brooklyn and Queens and stuff, but it just wasn't really sustainable. So we wanted to have our own clothing brand along with the sneaker store, and we ended up getting shirts made. I don't know if I really should say which company we went with.
I know. I think I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. They
like,
had some
I don't really want
issues.
to blast them.
Yeah, you can leave that. You can leave that off.
Yeah,
I mean, I think
so-
the people that know.
Yeah,
No.
some people probably know, but
Yeah.
like you know, everything we got our merch back, and it was like terrible. I'm like, man, we'll just do it ourselves.
Yeah.
So we started printing our own stuff with like zero experience, zero know-how, and that was tough. Like just learning like how the hell to like print a proper design and not have it wash out after one wear and make sure it's not crooked. Like that's like honestly, there's a lot that goes into that. And then it just turned into like, hey, can you print my stuff? And then it turned into like, can you print my brother's stuff? And then that's kind of how it snowballed.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I think I remember that. I think the first store I went to was with Dave. We were picking up Russo or something. You had sneakers on the wall, and you had these like they were like picture frames with just nets on them. I remember being like, "What is this?" And you're like, "This is how we make the shirts."
Yeah.
And it was just to see like the operation you guys have today compared to that. Like you just had like this like little plate, and then you're like, "Yeah, you put this on, you use the squeegee, and you go back and forth, and then like."
Yeah.
And voila. I'm like, dude, that's crazy.
Kind of nuts. Like our first press could do one shirt at a time. Damn, I got to like think about this. Now we're up to 40.
40 at a time?
If you include embroidery. Right? Like, yeah, we have
Oh my God.
Yeah, so now it's like there could be at any given moment 40 pieces being printed or embroidered at the same time. We started with one.
You started with one.
Yeah.
So that like, so you basically just took a passion and ran with it, right? What everyone kind of says.
And like a lot of it, like to be honest, like a lot of it is like you start a business with your friends and like you just like do not want to fail. Like, you know what I mean? Like it would be so easy to give up and just get a job. Like my dad used to make fun of me for that shit. Like he's like, dude, you could just like go sell something. Like you don't have to, this doesn't have to be this hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know, I just don't want to fail. I don't want to give up.
Yeah.
So a lot of it is just like, yeah, just sticking with it and figuring it out.
And so that's unique with you guys as well, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's
you're in there
definitely-
what, 4 or 5 of your best friends.
Yeah.
Like that's like, dude, your guys' scenario is what people. It's like movies are made of it.
Yeah, it's like
Dreams.
Entourage. Yeah,
It's like Entourage. You guys are the
We
Delaware
just don't know
County.
who's Vince. I think Will's is Turtle. Like, yeah, like
Does it circles?
yeah, it circles. Like Seth's drama one day, but then so
Then it spins around.
Yeah.
So what was the original team?
When we first were starting with sneakers, it was me, Nate, Wills, Russo, and Seth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then Nate, he branched off.
As soon as
for a
we
little
started
while.
like printing shirts, and he noticed like we're gonna be up till 2, 3 a.m. sweating, printing shirt. He's like, oh, he's like, I just wanted to sell sneakers. So which he ended up doing, like actually very successfully. He owned 3 stores at one point, and like I went to all the opening days for all of his stores. Like
kept the relationship.
Yeah, like still a great friend of mine. Now he's like works directly with us every day. He's our logistic Jedi.
Is that what he?
Yeah,
the role he fills within the company.
Yeah, so basically we'll order. We'll sell like $2 million worth of merch this year. We'll spend almost $1 million on clothes. Someone has to track like.
There's solid profit
It's
margins
all
there, brother.
here. Give or take. But someone has to make sure that all of that shit comes in correctly, and there's like we're not missing certain sizes, and these holes are we getting replaced, and so he's like and having someone that used to run a multi-million-dollar business now is kind of like my right hand in the office. It's it's clutch having him.
That's nice. So you can bounce, like you can just turn to him and be like, put eyes on this. Am I crazy?
I have
right? Like
I have a saying that Nate knows. I just
Nate
say
knows.
Nate knows. Like we have, like some like part-time employees or somebody will ask me like, is this order? I'm like, Nate knows. Like just ask him. He'll
right hand man.
He can probably there's times where like we'll do some new kind of like we did like these silicone patches recently for Dolan's Bar. And like I swore I would never sell them, but like PJ can be very persuasive, and he's my buddy. He's like, dude, just do them. Like I'm tired of giving other people money. I'm like, all right, we'll do it. And they come in, Nate's like, how do you put these on? I go, I don't fucking know. Like, just figure it out, bro.
Nate knows. You're telling him. Nate knows, brother.
So now it's like Nate knows that. So yeah, it's clutch, very clutch having him there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that was the OG crew.
Yeah.
And you guys are all still. You're back together. The band's back together, right? Now, does everyone? I always wonder this. I know every time I come by, you're in the office.
Yeah.
Right. You're handling orders. You have typically looks like Will's and Seth running production.
Yeah.
And then
Russo's in embroidery.
Embroidery.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're overseeing.
Yeah. Like how it kind of works is there's a lot of like nuances to embroidery. And to be honest, it is like a 20 to 25% of our business. So, it's good to have Russo in that department. And there's a lot of like digitizing stuff that's like very nuanced that like he can figure out and do, which saves me a ton of headache and time. So he can kind of like take care of that part of it. Seth's definitely like a production manager to kind of make sure all the trains run on time for printing. And Will's just does all the hardest shit possible.
He does all the hard shit.
He just does all the hard shit.
And doesn't complain.
Doesn't complain ever. Doesn't care.
Just in the trenches.
Yeah, so
with a
like
smile on his
that's
face.
kind of like the dynamic we have to where we've just like figured out a way like, okay, this works. Like everybody's kind of in a spot to where you're solving hard problems and everyone else, it makes everybody else's job easier. So that's kind of how we, mapped it out at this point, and it works pretty well.
Yeah, it's almost like not like to say McDonald's, but like the system you guys have, like everyone's in there. Like me and Jeremy were talking about this, the E-Myth Revisited and secular roles within a company.
Yeah,
like you guys have that. It seems so like nailed down.
Yeah,
like you don't like people can come. They're coming in and out all day.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like you guys skip a beat.
Yeah,
like business is not stopping.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's impressive.
And like we also know each other so well, to where that has its advantages. Like I'm the kind of guy I want to sit at my desk in my sweatpants and Jordans and sell $1,000 to $2,000 an hour, and I can't do that if someone wants to come in and like talk to me. So like you have to get through multiple people to like.
You're like, oh fuck, here comes Geller again. Here comes Geller. I gotta get these orders out.
It's different with you.
This fucking guy's coming in here.
There's definitely people that like I will stop and midday.
Not like your boy's drunk uncle, the roofer.
Yeah.
Coming in like. Here to fix that leak. Bro, we got that done 6 months ago. Right?
Yeah. So it's
But what, like someone on defense for you? Or
oh yeah,
like
Seth is setting screens and playing D all day.
Yeah.
He'll be like, I know you didn't want to deal with that guy, so I just wrote down. I'm like, cool, thanks. Like, so that happens a lot. But yeah, the fact that we kind of all know each other very well, yeah, it does help because I'm definitely a bit of a lunatic to work with sometimes. Like, I just get like dialed in, and I'm in work mode. So it's like
a good lunatic.
Yeah, and
You're not
it's just
throwing
like,
shit at people.
Don't talk to him right now. I have an orange hat. This was a cheat code that I figured out. I have a lot of cheat codes, but I have an orange hat at work. If I put on the orange hat, do not talk to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have an office door.
Yeah.
That's like your do not disturb.
Yeah, it's my do not disturb. If I have an orange hat on, they know like, oh, not now.
Damn.
Yeah. That was something I found out like a year or so ago. I'm like, what's the most subtle way I could say, leave me the fuck alone? And that's what it ended up being.
Now, was that something you came up with yourself? That's another thing with you. The way that you can identify an issue and systematize it and just keep rolling.
Yeah.
Keep rolling.
There's a book called 0 to 1, and that taught me a lot of that. Like, E-Myth is great, don't get me wrong. But yeah, a lot of it is like diagnosing the right problem, which is like not as easy as it sounds. Like, you'll have bottlenecks and not realize like the actual hidden bottleneck behind certain shit. So like really like reflecting on, you know, what causes problems and like knowing actually how to fix it. Like, what's the actual root of the problem and fixing it. And that's just like one of the minor things of like, for the next 40 minutes, if I don't get this shit done, tomorrow's fucked. So I'm gonna put on my orange hat, do not talk to me. As soon as I take it off, whatever you need.
Sure.
But yeah, so like certain little things like that.
But you've dialed that in.
Yeah.
Like to a T.
Yeah. We definitely have figured it out. Yeah, it's kind of wild. It's like laughable, dude.
What else we got? We got the orange hat.
Like all the software stuff, like the cheat codes, which we were just talking about, like being able to price people faster than anybody. Like that is like such a competitive advantage for us that like I've showed other print shop people and they're like, how the hell did you do that?
I mean, listen, I order stuff from you all the time, and I just assume that you were just a robot. Or you had like some AI bot.
Yeah.
Because I can be like, hey, I'm thinking about like I'm not even sending you a graphic. I'm saying I'm thinking this for the graphic. I like this style hat.
Yeah.
These 3 colorways and this count. And like when those dots pop up on the screen that like someone's thinking or typing.
Yeah.
And then boom, there's the invoice.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't make sense.
I know.
Like it literally, I'm like, Bob must have got a new number. I'm just talking to his AI assistant now, but you've created a system that's that fast.
Yeah, we call it Ivory.
Ivory. She's got a name, or he.
Yeah, she.
Or who am I to assign gender?
To
your software program. I'm sorry, Ivory.
But yeah, we figured that out. It was like the winter of 2018, and I really didn't even know what a CRM was, and so I'm just kind of building this thing that like I just want to be able to make an invoice in seconds, like have the invoice know the pricing, like not me. Like there's no way I can remember all this shit. Like there's 50 different styles of hoodies and 100 styles of t-shirts, and every logo is unique. There's no way I can remember this shit. So, you know, you just start building, and then there's a thing called text replacement on your iPhone, to where like if you type in OTW, it'll say on the way. I don't know if you ever noticed that.
I did notice that. Yeah, it's funny. Like if I do I don't know.
Yeah.
IDK, whatever.
Yeah.
I get it's like a stick figure that goes like this.
Okay.
So that's the only like usage I've had
So
for
that's
it.
like
but I'm sure there's
partly-
more productive ways to utilize the tech.
So that's like partly how it started, to where I would type in codes and it would just send out like my pricing. And I'm like, oh man, this is cool. And this was like summer of 2018, and I'm showing the boys, and they're like, how the fuck are you doing that? Like, how does that work? And they're like, give me a price on Gildan t-shirts front and back. And I'm like, and just showed them. They're like, that's crazy. So I ended up building, I think it was like 280 of them. And for some reason, it wouldn't let me add more. So I like call Apple. I'm like, you know, how come I can't add more of these? And they're like, you've reached the limit. I'm like, I've reached the limit. They're like, no one has this many.
So you're the first person.
Yeah, I called them. The engineers are like, I was like talking to a customer service person. They give me their boss. Their boss like, let me put you on the phone with an engineer. So I'm talking to like Apple engineers.
Bring
and they're just
engineering
like,
in
dude,
for
like,
this one.
we're not going to do a software update for this. You're the only person that's ever called.
The iOS.
Yeah, so they're like, we're not doing a Mac OS and an iOS update for you. So then I kind of had to figure out something else.
Well, hey, they eventually did, right? Or did you end up? So
No,
that's another thing that's crazy. You're doing this all on Apple.
Yeah.
From my understanding, doing any kind of computer programming on Apple is like not impossible because nothing's impossible in a sense, but it's damn near.
Yeah,
Sure.
Not recommended. Like I probably have written more AppleScript, which is a terrible language to learn. Like because it's only good if you're using all Macs and iPads and which we use, so it works for us. But like, no, there's so much stuff on YouTube for Java and Python and so and so. AppleScript, there's like nothing.
It's a small
population
of savants.
Of
savants.
Handful of people using it, so that makes it tough. But,
for sure.
It works for us.
So that's like okay. So you have that, and you didn't know what you said you didn't know what a CRM was.
Did not.
So you didn't know what a CRM was.
Yeah.
I still sometimes forget the acronym, so I'm right
Client
there with
relation
you.
Management,
Right?
Yeah.
And then you just went and jumped over that and created this intense.
Yeah, which runs our whole company.
That's
it actually runs our whole company. And then it was 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was like 2. It was probably about 2.5 years ago at this point. We had so many orders, we would run into issues with like due dates. So like as good as pricing and order forms were, like we had an issue like, damn, like this job's due today. We didn't know until today. So then I do like these secret projects at work, which I highly recommend. I'm like a Steve Jobs disciple and he was big on secret projects. So I had like a bunch of different secret projects over the years. And this one we were calling it Project Playbook. To basically just like have all of our due dates in order. Like know if it's here, if it's ordered, if it's scheduled, and you would just see. At one glance, you could see everything. And we had that as Project Playbook. And then like as I got close to finishing it, I'm like, well, who has the best playbook? And I was like, Andy Reid. So we now named it Big Red.
Big Red.
Yeah, Big Red. Big Red actually runs the whole production side of the company now.
So is that sending an alert to everybody like, hey, this T-shirt's got to be on this machine at this time?
Yeah, basically.
So you have it down to that small of a level, like logistically within your production.
You just find the problems and figure out a way. And a lot of shit is solvable through software. Like a lot. Like software could solve a lot of problems.
Well, it's pretty interesting because like most of us have smartphones, right? We have supercomputers.
Yeah.
And the way we utilize it is so not even surface level. We're at like a 14,000 foot peak of a mountain before cracking what these things can completely do. So it's very interesting to see you dive below sea level and figure these things out.
Yeah.
Because like I run into issues all the time and I'm like, but I'm part of maybe the later generation of cavemen that's like, if I can't hit this thing with a hammer and fix it, it's going to stay broken, or I'm going to continue to deal with the same issue. So it's the way your mind works is very intriguing.
I just like try to kill as many repetitive tasks as possible.
And what was that book you mentioned?
0 to 1.
0 to 1.
Which is like something I read once or twice a year. It's a very nerdy, techie book.
Okay.
It's written by Peter Thiel. He's like you ever hear of the PayPal Mafia?
Well, he was one of the creators with Musk, right?
Yeah.
Peter Thiel. And now what is he creating now? He has one of the larger AI platforms, right?
So he's in Palantir, which is huge.
That's what it is.
And he was an angel investor in Facebook.
Oh,
and then he has a company called Founders Fund, which is basically like they invest, in other venture capital kind of thing. But he was pretty brilliant, and he just talks about like, the smartphone wars and like how it just ended up being Google and Apple. Talks about PayPal Mafia. Talks about like how Google and Microsoft were going to war over search, and while that was happening, Apple just leapfrogged them. And it just talks about how like war is costly. It's a lot of philosophical, but like very much like techie kind of just like leapfrog your competition. Like competition is the worst thing in the world. Like try to just have your company not compete with anybody.
Well,
Like,
the old saying, I forget which philosopher it was, but the create over compete, right? Like
yeah,
if everyone was just working to create something together,
yeah,
there would be limitless. But it's that the thing where people are competing against each other,
yeah,
just tearing each other down, and
yeah,
keeping ideas to themselves, and it's I guess it's just human nature in a sense, right? Territorial on a separate level.
yeah,
But so he preaches about that within
yeah,
it in a sense.
yeah. It definitely preaches about like just becoming a completely unique company. Like he says, like all failed companies are the same. Like they just like never escape competition. To where like successful companies don't even consider competition. Like that's not even a fucking thing.
They just power through.
Yeah, they're like operating a whole different level. They're not worried about what these guys are doing. They're just like building unique shit and building stuff that people didn't even know they wanted, which is another thing like Jobs used to always preach as well. So that's a book I study every year.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it on the roster.
It's nerdy.
If you say you read it twice a year,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get it down at least once.
All right.
I was just reading this book. It's called The Purple Cow. It's about marketing and advertising, but it touches into like basically like when television came out and like Kellogg's, I think, put out ads for Captain Crunch before they even created the cereal.
Okay.
Like they marketed it so much and just trained people's minds to want it.
Yeah.
But that was like the original form of marketing. Now people like we live in a society where we don't really need anything.
Sure.
And we kind of have everything we want. So you have to like leap over that to market to people, to like psychologically like tell them what this could solve a problem for them. It's like, it's really wild.
Yeah.
Like marketing, I feel like is changed so much. It's so quickly. And then with technology and AI and all this stuff, like we're getting sold stuff we don't even know we're getting sold stuff.
Yeah.
And so I guess like the companies that you're like speaking of that are just leaders of the pack. Like that's how they're thinking on a production level, on a creating level.
Yeah.
Right. It's
But
nuts.
there's a guy I listen to now. He's like a fat British guy, and his name's Rory Sutherland. And he's like, he calls himself an ad man, but he's more like a behavioral scientist. Like, I'm not really wired too well for marketing, to be honest. Like, I'm more just like an operations techie sales guy, but he has like some really interesting points of view on like selling stuff, and not only that, just like changing people's like complaints about stuff. He has this theory like there's a train in Italy and they're going to spend $1 billion to make the train faster because everybody wants to get to work sooner, just for the train to go faster.
Sure.
It's like $1 billion. And he goes, people don't want the train to be faster. They're like, no, this is the complaints we're getting. People want the train to be faster. He goes, yeah, that's because there's nothing enjoyable on the train. How about we take $50 million and pay a model to walk up and down handing out free champagne? People will tell you to slow the train down. And it's like, fuck, that's a good point. Like, so he has so many different things like this. He says like a flower is a weed with a good PR team. And it's like, that's kind of true.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of different like shit that grows out of the ground, but like a flower gets all this, such a good rep. It's got a good PR team.
So this dude's got some crazy introspective views on.
Yeah. Like they're trying to get people to walk more in England, and they're building trails and walk paths. And he goes, nah, that's not what you need. They're like, what do you mean? We're trying to get people to walk more. He's like, nah, you need to build more benches. And they're like, how the hell does that make people want to walk more? He goes, because people that need to walk more, guys like myself, overweight or old guys, and they'll walk 2 blocks as long as they know they got a place to sit when they get there. And it's like, fuck.
This guy.
Yeah. Like, so he has so much shit like that to where he just thinks so outside of the box. Yeah, it's really interesting. Like if you get into like in the weeds with advertising and marketing, it's like the guys that really make a difference are totally thinking different than others.
Yeah, they're out there. And you know what? They probably were the same kids that growing up were told they didn't listen. Like they weren't going to go to college or went to college, and like yourself went to college, dropped out, right? Or left or whatever your scenario was. So like your mind wasn't formed by societal norms.
Yeah.
Right? Just kind of like free thinkers in a sense. And
I was in microeconomics class, which I could like write 10 books on at this point. This is like, you buy 100 of these at 10 cents each, but if you buy 1,000, and then you resell and all that. So it's like microeconomics. And I'm just listening to this guy like, I can't do it. I can't stay in this class another minute. And I'm in there with Russo, and I look outside. It's all nice. I go, yeah, I'm going golfing. And he's like, bro, we're in the middle of class. I go, I'm going golfing. If you want to come, I'm going golfing. I stood up and left. And then sure enough, he followed me out. And that was the last day I went to school.
Was that college or that was high school?
College.
College. So you guys finished high school, right?
Yeah, we did finish like barely.
Barely? Was that Bonner?
Yeah, Bonner. It was funny. We had we had a chemistry teacher, and all my grades, except for business, like I had business and marketing, where people would cheat off of me, which is kind of hilarious thinking about. But like, people around me knew, like, oh,
it's your interest, man.
Yeah. So anything business, I got like a really high score. Gym, I got a high score. But like anything else, I'm just like 71, 72, like just doing the bare ass minimum.
C's get degrees, brother.
Yeah, like I never studied for anything ever in my life. Like, I'm just like a problem solver. So if it's like multiple choice, I just kind of like process of elimination. Just like I can get a passing grade on this. I forget where the hell I was going with this story.
We were just talking about how like successful people and, not really
so we're
like getting straight A's and stuff like that.
So
we were talking about how you and Russo just,
where
were we at Delaware County?
Delaware County, yeah. And we went to Clayton Park, and that was it.
The best decision you guys probably ever made.
Yeah, maybe.
One of
a
better
Top
decision
10, yeah.
if you were to compile all decisions you and Russo have made together throughout the years.
It's definitely the top percentage of good ones, for sure.
Yeah, man.
But it was we had chemistry one time, and I'm in class, and the teacher was like one of the people that wrote like a software to where you can kind of see what your grades were online and stuff. It's called Grade Connect, if I remember right. And I asked him if I could invest in it, and he literally thought I was kidding. I'm like a junior or senior in high school, and I'm like, nah, like seriously, like, can I get in on this?
Let me see your pitch deck, buddy.
Yeah, and like the kids in the class, like all kind of had my back, like, nah, he's got money, like he'll do it, like he'll invest. So the teacher like pulled me aside and like, what the hell was that about? Like, where do you have money from? I was like, well, I don't really want to show you my operation, but if you promise not to say anything. So I'm like showing him all these lockers, and he's like, dude, you've never gotten above a 75 in my class, and you're running a whole operation out of here. So I was like, I'm just not that into chemistry. Like,
yeah, sorry,
dude.
Yeah,
it's just not my interest.
Periodic table is not doing it for me. I don't even know if that's chemistry. It might be biology, actually.
It's chemistry.
There we go.
But yeah, it was funny. I ended up showing one of my teachers. He promised to never say anything. But yeah, he just like kind of realized in the moment, like, chemistry's just not your thing.
Yeah, he's handing out tests, and he's like, blank sheet of paper to Bob. He's gonna give him a C.
Yeah.
And I'll take a pair of Jordan 4 cements when you get them in.
My wife will take a handbag. Yeah, so that was a cool moment.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, school.
Bonner just asked me to come back again.
And talk.
Yeah, so I did it like 2 years ago, and now they kind of want me to talk to like more of the kids, which that's a cool moment for me.
That's great. Yeah. And it's cool that I think that school systems are realizing they're not pushing the traditional, like they're realizing kids aren't all built the same.
Yeah.
They have different aspirations, different interests, and like bringing somebody in like yourself, can be like super pivotal and inspirational to them. Just like a normal guy in a sense.
Yeah.
And you've built this, business empire and this crazy software. You're probably maybe we'll do this on your private jet in a couple of years after you sell that software. After someone sees the Unfolded podcast and makes you an offer for that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We could do that. Definitely.
Yeah. But now you do some speaking events, right?
Yeah, I try to do like 2 or 3 a year. I wish I could like just get paid for it. I'd do that full time, or I would do that all the time.
I mean, you could, man.
Yeah. And I have it's weird. I have no fear of like, I was just telling Will, the only thing I'm scared of is the dance floor. That's like the only fear I have.
The dance floor.
Yeah, like that's like the only fear I have.
Where everyone's hammered.
To dance in front of people. Like, other than that, I just don't really have a fear towards like public speaking or anything else.
That's actually how you know you're a good founder. Have you ever seen any of these other founders go up with keynote speeches and they're like, hit the music, and they're the worst dancers?
I could see that.
They're the worst dancers I've ever seen in my life.
I can't.
Look up, I think it's Elon Musk, right? trying to dance or like job.
Elon's got moves.
Yeah, maybe now, but not originally.
Yeah,
bro.
like
not
I can't.
originally.
Like Gates, I know Gates caught some hell.
That dude can't not dance.
Nah,
That guy doesn't even have kneecaps.
Yeah.
Bill Gates does not own a set of kneecaps.
Can't imagine Zuck
But whatever.
dancing. But yeah.
Because a lot of people, like for me, specifically, like I can talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I can talk the paint off this wall. Yeah. But if you put a crowd of people in front of me, I think it might be more of like an attention thing. Like my attention will stray from what I'm trying to convey to the crowd.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like people go and get like take classes and get coaches. Like public speaking is like nothing to shake a stick at.
Yeah.
So the fact that you can just like pop out and do that, it's a natural talent that I think weighs heavier than being able to do the Dougie at your cousin's wedding.
It would be cool to be able to do it.
Yeah, or Crip Walk. You know what I mean? Crip Walk's an easy one.
I just don't got it in me, man.
Stop watching so many YouTubes on programming and watch a couple like how to hip hop.
How to do the
Wait,
salsa
you got a dance studio right above your. Don't the girls have it?
Yeah, but they're separate floors.
Separate floors. Amanda, you got to get Bob some dance lessons.
She knows I can't dance for shit.
She never tried.
There was like there's been like random moments at weddings and shit. Yeah, like it's bad.
All right. Well, look, you can't be great at everything.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things I'm not good at. Like, I could barely drive. Can't cook, can't dance. There's a lot of things I just
see. This is your problem. It's a mindset thing. You got to stop saying can't. You got to remove the word can't, and you got to start saying you're a great driver, a fantastic chef, and you can dance.
I'll try. I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, just speak positivity into it. You know what I mean?
But I'm also a realist. Like
true.
Yeah, I'm definitely off.
Can't be living in La La Land on every aspect, right?
Can't do it.
So where will you typically speak at? So because I'm interested in this because like that's also something, like I journal a lot. I know we've spoke about this. Like you're big on note taking, right? When you have so many tasks, right? You have to take notes. I carry this little black book. Like I said, I'm not like a big tech guy. Like if I put a note in my phone, I'm opening my phone, and the next thing I know, I'm on Instagram, or I'm answering a text. They're making a phone call or something. I mean, my attention span is it's gone. So when I write things down physically. And even with books, too, I do this with books. When I read, I take notes, I highlight. You know what I mean? I tear the thing up. But it's huge. It's huge. And I know that you have a tablet that you take notes on that converts over to stuff.
So I have like a Remarkable.
Is that what it's called?
I highly recommend, man.
You showed me that.
Yeah, my cousin Steve put me onto it, and he just doesn't give out bad advice. So
Steve, Mortgage Steve.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's the man.
Yeah. So
smart dude.
Steve told me to get it. I'm like, all right, I'll get it. And yeah, I use that. You just remember stuff better if you write it down. So that's like it's basically my to-do list. But this way I can track every to-do list I've ever had for the past year and a half since I had it.
Yeah.
So that definitely helps. But like in my phone, I think it's like 50 folders for different, like whether it's software or bottlenecks or sales idea. I have sales theory. I have so I just have categories for I have like a couple thousand notes.
Now, are you a meticulous person outside of these habits? Like, do you like, is your car? Do you keep your car clean? Do you keep your clothes organized?
Dude, it's
like, do you compartmentalize the way you organize? Outside
of work, like I take work very serious, obviously. Outside of work, I don't give a shit about anything. Like I'm like just so like Sundays, just don't call me on a Sunday.
That's your day off, right?
Yeah, like I just I feel like it should be a fine. I feel like I've raised prices on people. Like
someone calls you, that invoice is coming in hot. Like, that Venmo.
I have done it. Like
that is $150.
Yeah, like
you fucking bother me on a Sunday.
I have raised people's prices. Like one time, I don't care.
Yeah.
But like I've had people call me multiple times on a Sunday, and I'm like, man, don't call me. And I've definitely raised prices on clients for that.
You got it, man. Time is money. I actually saw something earlier that was very interesting. It's like your successful friends or the successful people aren't focused on, they value time more than they value money.
Yeah.
And it's like utilizing time properly like if you utilize time properly, like you don't have to worry about making money because it's all the same in a sense, right? That's why when I asked you kind of last minute for this, I was like, can you do Tuesday at 5:30? Yeah, I thought it was kind of a shot in the dark, but I'm, glad you accepted.
Yeah, I got a haircut today, so I'm like, yeah, I'm in. As long as I got a haircut, I'm in, dude.
I was going to push for Monday, but I wanted to respect the haircut thing.
Yeah, it was bad, so,
Well, dude, it happens, man. Like, I just went, we've been kind of in the thick of it with all these business ventures, and, we got another one coming up. Connie just signed a lease on, we're opening a salon in Malvern. Oh. So, but, dude, I think I went 2 months without a haircut up until, last week. Yeah. Bro. And you know what's crazy? Like, I'm a pretty confident person in a sense. Yeah. But there's something about look good, feel good, do good. Yeah. Like I was I'm not one to be depressed, but I was in a funk and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Like I was freaking out about stuff and I was like, oh my God, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, my beard was down to here. It was gigantic. Yeah. And I was like, I haven't got a haircut. I've missed 3 haircut appointments.
Changes your life.
It does. Yeah. It does. So it's a fun tip, fun fact. If you're feeling down, you go walk to your barbershop and get yourself a fresh cut. Yeah. Cheap way. It's better than hammering back a 6-pack or doing whatever.
Yeah. A walk to a bar, which is hilarious. That's what I do. I walk to my barber. Yeah.
Who do you go to?
John the Barber.
John the Barber. Yeah. Oh,
sleight of hand.
Yeah. He used to be at Tabani's back in the day, or Cut Hut rather.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, he used to cut all the Eagles players.
Yep.
At one point in time, you come up for an appointment, you see all these
Westbrook in the chair or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll wait. I'll wait. He can take my appointment. But yeah, he's a great barber. He's been doing it for.
He's awesome, man. That's a good buddy of mine. He wants to become. He was talking to me today about doing acting, and one of my goals in my 40s is to be a voiceover actor. I would love that.
For cartoons?
Yeah. If I could ever get on Family Guy or Simpsons, that's ideal. Or South Park.
You would walk away from T-shirts?
Nah, I mean, voiceover acting, bro, that's a couple hours a week, if that, in an air conditioned room. Yeah, I would love to do voiceover.
It does look fun.
What turned me on to is I watched behind the scenes of the guys from South Park doing it. I'm like, that's the best job in the world.
They're basically doing this.
They're doing this. Just they can't even stop laughing at themselves. They're doing different voices. I'm like, oh man, I want that job. So that's something I aspire to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, write it down. Make it happen, man.
I got notes.
Dude, I have a similar one. I always wanted to do stand-up comedy, even though I'm not funny. I'm like, there's a big portion of this that's missing. Yeah. I remember I said to Connie once, I'm like, yeah, I think I want to quit my job and just do stand-up. And she's like, you're not funny, bro. She would be a better stand-up comedian. She could just sit there and flame me out all day and people would be dying laughing.
There are comedians that just do that. They just make fun of their wife or husband. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So she could be get an SB or something for that.
That could work.
But it is fun to have those what ifs, you know what I mean? Or little aspirations toward out of the pocket dreams that could potentially be a possibility.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you kind of got to have that. It's good to just have random secret talents.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have those for sure.
So yours definitely isn't dancing, but
nah,
voiceover acting. Dude, I could see that. I could hear that. I can hear it. You'd be good.
I've got a few. I'm not doing it here, but I do got a few. My friends know. If I get drunk,
you got voices.
Yeah, I have a Aunt Jemima. I have a Biggie. I have a Scarface. I have a couple dorks. I'll just make fun of people at work, and I have a couple dork voices. But yeah, I got some good ones.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
How about it? Yeah. Dude, that's awesome, man. Yeah. See, that's why I'm glad he came on. This has been an interesting conversation. And then on top of that, your business, you become who you surround yourself with, right? You're around your boys and you're all motivated, chasing the same goal of building this empire. Yeah. But you also, and have a personal relationship with probably every business owner in the Tri-County area.
Coolest part of my job.
Right? You got young kids coming in that want to start a t-shirt company. You got Pico calling you to make shirts. You got every walk of life.
Yeah.
Randy Sargent, didn't you do his stuff?
Oh yeah. Dude, yeah.
it's my boy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm doing projects for us. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that was a connection. I feel like I've met so many people of referrals through you or just seeing you doing their shirts and their advertisements.
It's such a funny thing, dude. Like, I have friends that they'll need a tow or a fence guy or a roofer. I'm like, I got 9.
You got
nine of
them.
each.
Yeah, your network. You might.
It's funny, dude. Like, I'm like never in a jam, like, because I just have somebody for shit. Like, yeah. It's that's probably the coolest part about my job. Is I just work with business owners for the most part. Yeah,
and like every kind. Like that's what I'm so mind blown by. Like Prince comes in, right?
Yeah,
he's like a top attorney in Philly. That he's also one of your biggest clients, right?
And now I have like other attorneys because they see Prince. And
it snowballs.
Yeah, and that just happens with like every degree of like industry. It's trees or landscaping or plumbing or electric or roof. Yeah. It's like,
so you got no excuse for your lawn to be long.
Yeah.
Or that roof to be looking shaggy.
Yeah. Exactly, dude.
No excuse, man. No excuse.
Yeah.
But they do say, you know, your net worth is your net worth. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I think that's correct, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. It's funny. We've been on here, so this is episode 3, and I've been absolutely slaughtering, what are they called? Not acronyms, but I've been slaughtering acronyms as well. But you know what I'm trying to say, right? I don't even know what the term is for it.
Just like saying?
Analogies. I've been slaughtering analogies. And getting all kinds of feedback. It's funny. Like, started off this with Jeremy on here, right? And
oh, man. He's a character, dude.
You do all his stuff as well, right?
Yeah, dude, he's such a pain in my ass.
He just kicks the door open.
Every time.
I need 10,000.
He's such a pain in my ass. Now, I love Jeremy. Like, don't get me wrong. I love that dude. Like, I may have learned more from him than anybody. He's up there. There's like a few people I could think of. He's up there.
Dude, he understands business.
Yeah, and he gives it, he'll give it to anybody straight. But like specifically me, he'll tell me like, you're fucking up here, this and that. Like, you should fix this, so.
And you're like, what the fuck? And then you think about what he said there, you're like, he was right.
Yeah.
He was fucking right.
But anytime I've ever priced him out, he tells me I'm ripping him off. Anytime.
Dude, that's all part of that. He's a business savant, man.
I will charge him.
You're breaking my balls here, man.
I'll charge him nothing. He go, what a rip off. I'm like, fuck you, Mo. Like,
and then you got me. You're like, I'm like, it sounds great. You're like, dude, I typed the wrong price. And it's like $200. Oh, whatever. All right. Let's see how we can get this guy for some hats. And then you do, you did these too, right?
Yeah. Me and Shelby went to opening day. Oh, man, that was wild. So we went to opening day in Conshohocken.
Mm-hmm.
And, I've gotten like pretty close with Nino. So
he's the man.
Yeah. And I didn't want to pull the card of like texting the owner, like, I'm on my way. Like, I didn't want to do that, He's got
but he likes you. You're cool. You're like.
But he's got enough going on that day. So we get there and he's got a partner there who I just met that night.
Mark.
So
Mark's a great guy.
But I never personally met him. So we walk in and they're like, we're sold out. Nino's in the back. I'm just like, shit. Like, Shelby's like nudging me like, they're sold out. This and I'm like, give it a second.
Hey, I know. Is the owner here?
Yeah, so
Can I speak to the owner?
I didn't want to like pull the card, but I'm like, all you guys are wearing shirts. So.
Give me that fucking shirt.
Yeah, back. So it ended up working out. They had like a couple extra. Nino hooked it up. Good. I thanked him today for it. But,
and so that was just this weekend, right?
That was last Friday. I think it was last Friday.
Last Friday? Yeah. Okay, so guys, if you don't know what we're talking about Pop Steaks. Nino Cordovari. It's up in Conshohocken, right when you pull over the bridge there on Fayette. His food is sensational. He's got a cool story too. He was working in a restaurant.
Anthony's, right?
Yeah, he was working at Anthony's Paxton. I guess it wasn't working out. And he was like, fuck it. I know how to do this. I'm just going to do it for myself. And now he's got one of the best pizza shops and soon to be one of the best steak places.
Yeah, he definitely has mastered the cheesesteak for sure.
Dude, he's good. He's very good at what he does, man.
Yeah.
Very good at what he does. And he's young. I always forget how young he is because he used to come up when I used to bartend in Conshohocken. I don't know, this is 2016, 2017, right? Almost 10 years ago. He would come up and was like one of my regulars. And then we're golfing a couple months ago. And he's talking about how it's like, you know, he just turned 28 or something like this. And I'm doing math in my head. I'm like, bro, how old were you when you were coming to my bar, man? I'm like, dude, you're like 17 years old or something. I don't know. I'm not good at math. But he was like, oh, yeah. But I mean, like, oh my God, Jesus, dude. But it's funny, like, how young he is and how professional and, like, business-centric his mind works. It's very impressive.
Yeah.
And he's just, like, an all-around good kid. Like I had him like at our age, you know what I mean? Like I think there's a very
I didn't know
substantial
how old he
gap,
was.
right, between like late 20s and 30, mid 30s, right? You know, a lot of maturity happens within those years.
Yeah, a lot of it like it starts to kind of where the gap starts to close, like from like 20 to 25. There's a huge gap, I feel like, and then you start to get in the late 20s and early 30s. It starts to blend a little bit. I feel like.
Yeah, late 30s. That's pretty wild that we're on the threshold of that.
Yeah,
in a sense.
I just turned 35 like 3 months ago. Yeah,
you had a big month, right? 35, then you just got engaged.
Yeah, that was great. We planned that perfectly.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, we've been together for it was so funny. Like, so she has 3 sisters, and one of her younger sisters. So me and Shelby got together, and her younger sister started dating my buddy Colin, sort of around the same time. And he went and got a ring first.
You're like, bro, what the fuck, man?
Kind of.
Like,
it kind of was like that.
He's like, what's up, Bob? And you're like, yeah, what is up?
Oh, man, it was funny, dude. So he beat me to it. And so by the time, like, I'm getting ready to propose, like, I can't just propose. Like, it has to be, like, a big event.
You gotta outdo Colin.
Yeah. At least, try.
Yeah.
You know? So, we had a housewarming party / like birthday party for me, and so the whole family was there, and I ended up doing there in front of everybody.
Oh, okay, so that's how you orchestrated it.
Yeah,
because it looked like quite the
everybody was there.
I was impressed.
Assuming it was my birthday party / housewarming party.
Okay,
so all the family was there, and only like a handful of people knew. Like me and my friend Jerry Golden kind of put it together like months in advance. And we kind of like, because Shelby very much put the party together. She had no idea it was.
She's yelling at you like, I'm doing this for you.
Yeah.
You gotta go get this and go get that.
Yeah. So it worked out, man. It was a great time.
That's cool, man. Happy for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny, like I think we were definitely one of the later groups to get engaged, like out of our, at least Connie's friend group, at least.
Same.
And I tell everybody, I'm like, dude, you don't gotta rush nothing. As long as you have a good relationship with your partner, right? I hope you do if you guys are gonna get engaged. You know what I mean? Like just the social aspect of having the ring and the wedding, like it can wait for the timing of it doesn't have to be as perceived like you date somebody for 2 years.
Yeah.
If you're together for 3 and you're not engaged, it's you got to find somebody else that's more serious or cares about you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think those are the things that really matter within relationships.
I agree.
Right.
I totally agree.
So hopefully that pendulum shifts. You know what I mean? I feel like it has, right? Like our parents probably all got married in their early 20s
21.
or something like that.
Yeah, like it's just a whole different world. Like
it really is.
A whole different world now, dude.
Yeah, like I got boys that are like almost 50 still having kids. Like I don't think I would do that.
Yeah.
Right? I hope not, right? Because you know what I mean? You're 50, you'll be 70 at your kids 71 at your kids' 21st or something.
Dude, we're living longer and longer.
That is true.
Yeah.
Dude, I seen something the other day. It said there's a pill coming out in Japan that can make your dog live forever. I mean, it was probably fake. It probably wasn't real. It was probably like some AI news clip.
Yeah,
but
could be.
But think about that, man.
A dog living forever would be awesome. People would pay big money for that.
Oh my God. Was it Tom Brady? This is probably also fake. I get most of my news off the For You page on Instagram, but like cloned his dog or something like that.
I don't know.
Did you see that?
No, I did. I deleted Instagram like a year ago.
That's why you're so smart. I think, dude,
I just had to do it, dude. There's just so much distraction. Like
there really is.
Yeah, like I just kind of had to do it. Now I don't spend that much time on Facebook, but now I'll spend like 15 minutes a day on Facebook. I'm like, what the hell
do you
am I
set
doing?
that? Like I set a timer.
I used to for Instagram.
Yeah.
And I would just find myself going over it. I'm like, I'm just going to delete TikTok.
Never got into TikTok, thankfully.
It's addictive.
I can't do it. I think it's too much. It's like sensory overload.
Yeah.
It's like a slot machine.
Yeah.
You're just like,
you spend like 3 hours
boom,
on that, and not even notice you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got rid of all that stuff.
Smart, man. Smart.
Yeah. And like even Facebook, I'm kind of like, why the hell am I doing this?
Well, Facebook's kind of been in your realm, at least, right? Like outreach to new customers, customer relationship.
Yeah.
Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like people like that. You know, you just sold them a couple thousand t-shirts and it's like their kid's birthday. You're like, oh, happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah.
So like that does weigh. And I think, you know, speak to you as a business owner and like, you know, you're not just like, they're not just a client to you. You kind of like, because you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You seem like the kind of guy that does like actually give a shit of what you're putting out. Like you're not just like, fuck them. Maybe some people, but they have to do a lot of work to get to that fucking part.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
but
it's
like,
a lot. It's so far. It's so funny, dude. Like it's so far and few between. Like I like genuinely really like 99.9% of clients, but like I can't help it that there's like 3 that I'm like,
fuckers. But dude, this is the way I look at things too. Like someone's like, that guy did that to you. Aren't you mad? I'm like, dude, it takes a lot of energy. Yeah. It takes a lot of energy to hate somebody or to like hold a grudge, right? I'm like, that's their fucking problem. If they want to, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not bothering me much. So,
yeah, it takes a lot to like to offend me. Like, it takes a lot, dude. Like, I don't even know if I just like don't. If someone like, we've had people over the years like kind of bash our business and stuff, and I just don't care enough
to hop on Facebook and get into an argument.
Yeah, like I just don't care enough about like, you know, I care about like some people think, but for the most part, like not really.
Care about what matters.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know, no one's harming you or your family. Like the critical things.
Yeah, like if somebody said something bad about Shelby, I'm getting pissed.
Yeah, it's like, all right, buddy.
But me, you can't really offend me. Like I'm not going to take it. Like you can't really offend me.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that also attributes to like kind of how we grew up too, right? Like we grew up in areas where like you're constantly busting each other's balls, getting beat up by like older kids or whatever.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It seems like this younger generation. Yeah, I just know like from work and stuff. Like you kind of gotta watch what you say. Like people are a little too sensitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a different world. Dude.
It is different. I mean, I'm here for it though. I welcome change. In a sense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we're on the cusp of this whole AI wave, which like you created back in 2018. You were ahead of Peter Thiel on that realm.
But yeah,
it's so funny. Like everyone's panicking right now. Like,
yeah,
you know, everyone's like, oh my God, we're gonna lose all these jobs. But like, dude, anytime there's big shifts like this, it's like there's so much opportunity on the other side.
Sure. Yeah, I like. For me, like I use it. There's days where I'm talking to AI more than I'm talking to Seth, which is like absurd.
Do you speak to it or you just type into it?
Like I'll actually speak to it.
Okay.
Because I'll have it just like as a widget, basically, and it'll do graphics for me all day. Like all day long.
Doing graphics now too.
All day. And I'll train it to, like I've trained it to like have things in a specific way, like high res PNGs, flat logo, you know.
Things that you can transfer right over.
Yeah, and I just like throw it into Illustrator.
Is that GPT?
Yeah.
Okay. I know there's a few out there. I haven't really ventured off from. I tried to use Grok, but I think it was like early on. I heard you can get to like say like curse words and stuff. So like, ChatGPT is like, nah, dog, I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it's very proper for the most part.
No fun.
Yeah, I use it in an insane amount. I'm definitely like a 1%er on how much I use it in a workflow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to see. Like, it's nice to see how you can use it to aid production, but I find myself using it for mundane tasks where it's not warranted, and I've been trying to stop that.
Like what?
Like this specifically, right? So this is a good time to pitch this in here. So I have a sponsor. I don't know if you watched the first episode, but Jerry McKernan.
Oh, Jerry's Pickles.
Jerry's Pickles.
We did the hoodies today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
All right. So there we go. But I linked up with Jerry, and he's my first official sponsor of the Unfolded podcast.
Awesome.
So we have like a promo code. I'm working on getting like a supply of them that I can like bring them for the guests.
Yeah.
I'll have to mail you some if you give me my address. But what I've been doing is I just type in the ChatGPT. I'm like, yo, give me a 15-second ad for Jerry's Pickles.
All right.
And last week I read it. live. I didn't proofread it.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just going to stick to it and see what it gets me. So let's see what we got. I typed this on the drive over here. All right. Hold on, I gotta put my glasses on for this. It's funny what you notice. It is funny what you notice when you record yourself. Especially like I just said right? I never realized how much I say yeah, and like.
Yeah, like is a big one for me too.
It's a big one. It's a filler word. So I heard from, I have this mentor, financial mentor, and also like just professional mentor, Ray Tran, this Asian kid from New York. He's the man. What's up, Ray? So he called me. He said he can only listen to 2 minutes of my episode because my articulation was so bad. Oof. And then we sat down and talked about why it was bad. And I've been trying to it makes sense, everything he said.
Yeah.
But I also noticed I squint a lot when I read. So here we go. I got the glasses on. All right, here we go. Jerry's Pickles. Dude, Jerry Pickles are insane. I had one and immediately started respecting my dad more. These aren't your little grocery store pickles floating around in sad juice. These are man pickles. They got Butch's Deli Dill, tastes like football and divorce. If that's a good thing, I guess in the best way. We got Hot Honey. That's for when you want to feel dangerous, but also a little fancy. And the horseradish. That's one that'll hit your sinuses so hard, you'll start apologizing to people from high school. So go to Jerry's Pickles on Instagram and use promo code Unfolded20 and get 20% off. Do it. Be a man. Eat a pickle.
What a hell of a pitch, bro.
Not bad.
No,
you're coming. I'm coming at someone's masculinity.
Yeah.
If they want to be a man,
yeah.
They need to immediately go on Instagram and order the 3-pack for $40. But have you tried them yet?
No, I have not.
Dude, they're really good.
I will soon, I'm sure. I'm big. I love pickles. So yeah, I'm a horseradish pickles right up my alley.
So little disclaimer on that one. Put it on something. Like I just ripped one out of the jar. And it's horseradish. Like it's got a punch.
Yeah.
So,
I want to try that.
Yeah, they're all really good. And it's funny. So like you grew up with Meg, right? Malik?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And dude, they're hilarious together.
Like, I could see that.
Like so funny. But him being passionate about this pickles and her having her like social media marketing experience.
Yeah.
Like I love how they're really ramping it all up.
Yeah, she's good, man. Like I don't know if you remember Dimes Club, but
yeah.
That was a hell of a client there for a while.
Dude, I still have one of my favorite sweatshirts is like the Eagles hoodies that you guys were printing for that. Like they were really ripping.
Yeah.
And then did they get hit with they got like kind of
I don't know. Like there's only so much I would speak on that.
Yeah, put it the Eagles backwards or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, no, they it's nice to see like women following like entrepreneurial routes too, right? Like I seen like just like the empowerment of that, right? Mm-hmm. Supporting each other. I think that's pretty cool, man. Because like we're dudes and we're always out here just like supporting each other's business and stuff like that. But it's nice to see like everyone's joining into the party now.
Yeah, and I think like women are just in general great operators. Like there's a lot of clients I have like dealing with whether it's like the head of marketing, which could be a woman or a secretary or whatever the role is. Like a lot of women are like they're just on their shit, dude. Where like guys can get distracted quick, dude. Like they're certain
they can focus better.
Yeah,
they're more organized.
Yeah,
they're actually more matter of fact. Mm-hmm. Right? They're kind of like cutting out the bullshit and they're like, this is this.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, like it was last Friday. Dude, it's funny. Like I have some clients to where it'll take 100 text messages to get to an order, which like that's brutal. But I have one of my biggest clients, you're talking 3 emails for like a $4,000 order. And it's just she's just on her shit. Like, here's the logo, here's the product number, here's the spreadsheet. I sent her one order form and an invoice. She's like, great, use the card on file. Done.
Specific, to the point, detailed. Then you got people like me. I'm like, well, how about the other style hat? And you're like, dude, I told you we don't got teal hats, bro. You're black and red.
Yeah, like,
black and red.
It's just funny, like the dynamic of that, like depending on who you're dealing with, how easy business can be.
It's funny, like I mentioned, like Connie starting her own salon, right? Just even seeing how like she had like this whole thing written out and all this stuff and all these steps and like I'm trying to explain to her like the renovation process, and she gets it already.
Yeah.
And she's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go do that right now. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, yeah, if you do it right now, that's gonna help expedite the process.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I'll call them tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then like the project's taking longer and longer. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're just animate and to the point. Do you got any women on the staff besides
I have one
Ivory?
One part-time.
Besides Ivory.
I have one part-time, and you know she gets shit done. Like I'm very much under the impression our next like full-time hire would be a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could definitely use that.
Yeah, I tell everybody like you know, I've been a real estate agent for a while now and have the team, and I use Ryan Cantwell. It's one of Connie's close girlfriends.
I've met her, I think.
And dude, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I'm obviously busy with the laundromats and, you know, I'm starting this venture. So we work together with a lot of my clients, and like I say she's a pit bull with lipstick. She literally is just like, does not take any shit.
Yeah.
Is very professional, very organized, and it like stays on top of me with stuff too. Like, Ryan, upload that document. I'm like, yeah. She's like, do it right now before you put your, like, all right, it's done. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
there definitely is a positive there, you know, to integrate that into the workflow.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's definitely we have like all guys some days, and there's just like now we're having like a Pepsi drinking contest where like they want to race out back. Like,
oh wait, what does
like,
this entail?
You know, let's get to
As
work
I
here.
Sip on my fridge cig.
Yeah, it's just funny, dude. Like you know, boys will be boys kind of thing. Like,
What's the Pepsi drinking race?
it was just like, and I'll get excluded from a lot of this stuff, and like rightfully so. Like,
You see this going on? You fucking
I'm just
orange hat
I
goes
literally
on.
walk in and there's just like 7 different sodas. They have the cardboard out, so you don't know which one's which. And
Oh,
I'm just
tasting.
yeah, and I'm just like,
Oh, to try to tell if you can tell what's the difference.
I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what the fuck is going on today? You know, and then like, yeah, it's just funny, dude. Like, you get a bunch of guys together and yeah, it's just like weird shit like that, and they're like racing or like like a putt challenge and shit. Like,
Just midday.
yeah,
Well, that stuff's fun though, right? I mean, that's why you guys are stuck in it for this long. Right? If you guys were just going in and it was all business,
Yeah.
like most jobs are,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like there's nothing to break up that every day's the same. You're living Groundhog Day, like an office job, or even like what I do. I'm out in the trades, but everything's relatively the same shit
yeah.
in a sense. So
I really get a kick out of like what I do on a regular day. Like, I'm always trying to outbeat like every hour or like every sale. Or, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's kind of wild, really enjoying what you do for a living. Now, I deal with a lot of bullshit too. Don't get me wrong.
sure,
Whether it's
it's
like
a give and take, but it is
IRS stuff
admirable.
or, like, yeah, like, but it's really fun to like do something that kind of lights your soul on fire a little bit every day. Like, yeah, it's fun. Like,
It's fulfilling, I'm sure.
yeah. Yeah.
And unfortunately, not many people get to say that.
Yeah.
Like I think if you just put a random poll up, be like, "Are you happy with your job?" I think at least 70%
Yeah.
would be honest.
But there's different ways to look at it. Like, I don't get to work a 40-hour week. Like, I don't know if I've ever worked a 40-hour week. So a part of me kind of admires people that do just have a job and just have a job. And they're on like 3 softball teams, and they're like
Wild, bro.
5 fantasy football teams. Like, I don't know. I kind of admire that.
There
Like I couldn't do that, but like, I do respect that in a way of like, a job is just a job for you. Like, my brother's the complete opposite of me. Like, he's a school teacher. Summer, he's not doing like summer, and he's like the happiest person I know. Like, in summer, he's just like, they're at the pool every day. Like,
Yeah, man.
and I'm just like working my ass off. He's like, kind of like, you're a fucking idiot.
You're the
Like,
kid.
I was at the pool. all
You're the
day.
kid inside the house, and he's walking by a towel over the shoulder,
Yeah.
sunglasses on, beer in hand.
So it's funny, man. I admire people that are like complete opposite. I obviously get along very well with people that like work a lot. But you know, I don't know. I think it is kind of cool. Some people can just like treat a job like a job. You
I
know?
envy it.
Yeah, me too.
I straight up envy it. It's kind of, sometimes it sucks, right?
Yeah, dude.
Like, I wish that I could just enjoy working my 40-hour work week, but I
lunch
don't.
break. Like
Yeah,
I never.
I have that. Like, I still work W-2, right?
Yeah.
I still literally have a full-time job,
Yeah.
and I do what I have to do. But then when I leave, at 3:00, I'm fucking going to laundromats. Like today, the internet was down at Sharon Hill, and people can't get their laundry cards and stuff stuck in machines and all this. You know what I mean? Like, it's funny. Like, the guys I work with, they see me like just working 40 hours. Like, dude, that dude must have the life. He's probably going golfing after this. And it's like, no, I don't turn off. Like, I work basically every waking hour of the day.
Yeah, I don't really know what I would do with my time.
I do. I know what I would do. I think there's a goal, because it's funny. Like, words become reality. Ever since I started working, I was like, I'm going to retire. I said 35 originally, but then realized, like, I spent my whole 20s getting blacked out drunk at Rams Head. So I'm behind the 8 ball a little bit, but I said 40. By the time I'm 40, I want to be able to, and this is before I even knew I had kids or would have kids. I was like, I want to be able to wake up, get my kids to school, get my kids off the bus. In the interim, I would like to work on something like a passion project or help my wife out with her business. Originally it was I wanted to smoke weed and golf every day, but I don't even like smoking weed. I don't smoke weed.
Yeah,
so
I don't
it's
either
like,
anymore.
and I enjoy golf, but could I do it every day? Probably not. But I think I would just like literally try different shit. I would just wait, or I would go. I would do this. This is one of my things, right? I always wanted to have a podcast because I just like thoroughly enjoy talking to people.
Yeah.
So I do like more stuff like what I'm already doing, but just without all of the other verticals I have building right now.
You ever hear a book called 4 Hour Work Week?
Oh, it's Tim Ferriss.
Tim Ferriss, man.
I actually need to reread that.
He's a legend. Like, he just like, he made, in a lot of ways, I really wish I kind of just followed his advice.
Still can, man.
Yeah, it's true.
You still can.
It's
I
true,
mean, you've built the machine.
I'm also like very addicted to building. Like, I'm just very into like, having a bigger and bigger company. Like, now we're like kind of out of our growth phase for a moment, which is nice. Like, we went 5 years straight to where we moved, doubled. And that's just like, that's like hell, man. Like,
was that 5 year?
So it was 2019 to 2024. We moved twice and doubled twice.
Wow.
And like, that shit takes a lot out of you, man. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah. Like,
you're uprooting.
yeah. And it's like, it's hard to be profitable when like you're moving again and investing in this and hiring this guy, because like it's like you need to solve this problem now, which in 6 months is going to be a really big problem. And in 12 months, you're totally fucked if you don't fix it. So like, you're hiring people ahead of where they need to be. You're moving, investing in equipment, doing this stuff, taking on new clients that aren't that profitable now, but will be in the future. So like right now, I'm just like not trying to, like, I don't even want to double again.
You're getting comfortable.
A little bit. Like,
but some of that's good. You got to like get grounded.
Yeah. And it's like, there's a theory of like being like a small giant. Like, if we can have, a lot of people don't realize this, dude. This is an interesting thing. Like, if Delco's got 500,000 people, give or take, in it.
Is that our population?
Yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
If that was a city, where do you think that would rank in American cities?
You said 500,000?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a long shot and say number 7.
Nah, we're not that big. 7,
okay.
I think Philly is 7.
Philly 7. Okay, yeah, so we'd be in the top 20 then, for sure.
Like top 30.
Top 30?
So like Delco would be like a top 30 city, which is kind of fucking crazy.
It's pretty wild.
In America. Like, it's kind of crazy to think about that. But like, there I go with the like.
The like and the yeah, brother. As we talk about our the top 30 we're representing.
Damn.
With the articulation from Delaware County. No, but it is crazy because I don't think anywhere else, I mean, like Jeremy touched on this a little bit, like Delaware County. I don't know any other counties that are basically a city, right?
Yeah.
Like, Philly has all different neighborhoods, and it's just Philadelphia because it's all named it a city. But like Delco is a big ass city.
Yeah.
Right. And you just have your different boroughs of the city, which are townships and micro townships. And it's funny, like my business partners are from Jersey. And when they come over here, like we have the store in Primus, And I was like, yeah, this store is Primus. And they're like, well, why is the address Alden? I'm like, well, Alden's across the street. And then they're like, well, isn't Sharon Hill right there? I was like, well, Sharon Hill's in between like Collingdale, Briarcliff.
Yeah.
And then the part of Alden's over there. But like up here is Clifton Heights. But they're like, well, where do you live? I was like, well, I live out in Marple. And they're like, well, how many towns away is that? I'm like, 4. And they're like, what is this place? Why is every different town a square mile?
Yeah.
Right? Like, it is weird how it's all sectored up like that. But
And when you're little, you just like have these different like I used to think like Prospect Park was like a bunch of punks. Now it's like I'm trying to move there. Like now I'm like we're in Ridley now, and I'm like kind of want to move to Prospect. I like Ridley though, but
I mean Prospect Park, it's just like I feel like it has like a stronghold of people that just don't leave.
Yeah.
Right? Just working class, like monster houses. I mean,
It's,
even where you guys grew up, right? Like where the Wills, like where Wills grew up.
Yeah.
Like all these big
I'm
houses
a block
back there.
down. Seth was a block up.
Dude, like monsters, 5-bedroom homes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Clean, nice parks. Like it is really nice. Like you go all the way down, what's it, McDade, right?
Yeah, that's all Landwellen Avenue.
Landwellen.
Like me, Seth, Wills, and then there's like 50 other people I could name that all grew up on that street.
But Ridley's nice too, man. Everywhere. I mean, Delco, it's not bad.
Like our house is
not bad.
Maybe 5 minutes from here.
And then what's this considered? Is this considered Ridley still? Or this is
I don't know
like
if this is Ridley or Woodland. I know it's on the edge of both of that.
Yeah.
But we have, like where we're at now, like you could walk to Juice Pod, Santino's, Brick House, Big Daddy's, Dolan's, Rosemary. Like it's awesome.
You got some big players.
Oh my God, it's awesome.
Big clients. Are they all your clients too?
Big
Daddies?
almost.
Big Daddies?
So
Yeah,
Big Daddies,
so
to be honest, we don't print for Big Daddies.
You
Whoever's got that contract has been doing it for years and years.
Family friend or something.
And it's a hell of a print. Whoever's doing it, I admit, is a hell of a print. It's like 7 colors with gradients and all that. And like, to be honest, I try not to even do those orders. But I do buy their chicken wings once a week. But
they're so good. It's healthy.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess. But yeah, Big Daddy's to me, like being able to walk there is a game changer.
Yeah, the convenience of it. It's awesome.
Yeah.
When we were living in Drexel Hill, similar situation. You know, we had Casey's and all these other restaurants and Lowe's and all in walkable distance. And when you move away from something like that, you don't think about it, how good you have it.
Yeah.
Right? You get kind of like a city aspect, but with a parking spot.
Everything is so close, dude.
Yeah.
Like everything is within like a half hour from here.
Unless it's 4 o'clock.
Yeah, that's true.
That's another thing. Delaware County traffic. We need like a highway. It just kind of floats above.
We start building tunnels everywhere.
Tunnels, the boring company.
Always wanted secret tunnels. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, traffic is a kill. I was just going on a rant about traffic. Like I think I did. Like I can't help but to like do math of certain shit in my head. And you know how you're at a red light and the other lights are green? Like say you're at a red light here, green lights are here, and there's like no one moving.
Mm-hmm.
I think like a normal person spends like a full day in traffic sitting at red lights with no one moving every year.
I'm sure if you compiled that time,
and
so
it's
you're like, there's a mathematical equation
there's
to
gotta be a sense we
alleviate
could
this.
put on this shit. Like, that drives me nuts.
But there's variables, right? There's always that asshole in the gold Camry that's broken down in the middle of the fucking street.
Yeah.
Right? Like there's some uncontrollables in a sense. But I do think a lot of traffic issues could be alleviated. And I know they've been putting like in Jersey. When you go to Jersey, there's circles everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like the circles aren't the answer, but they might be the answer.
It could be. Traffic's going to get way worse.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Traffic is going to get way worse in the future.
Until cars start flying. How far are we out from
Flying
flying cars, man? I thought we'd be there in
We're going down this
2025.
rabbit hole. I'm down to go down this. Flying cars are not going to happen.
You don't think flying cars
I
are
would
gonna
put that
happen?
on the record. Flying cars are not going to happen.
right.
It's a fucking helicopter. And helicopters are extremely loud. Not to mention, if your neighbor, like, you know, I don't know your neighbor.
Firing up a Harley's one thing in the morning, but a helicopter, like this asshole again. This
What a
fucking
nightmare.
helicopter.
Like just a bunch of helicopters, and like they just like throw a soda can out the window, or like
Imagine traffic in the sky.
yeah, flying cars not gonna happen.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. That whole Jetsons thing ain't gonna happen.
It's a cool idea, but it's not. It's not
Yeah.
gonna work. Like definitely not gonna work.
It's fun to think. I don't think it would. I'm with you. I don't think it would work.
Yeah.
I just don't think people can handle that.
No.
To be honest with you, like I couldn't have a flying car. I can barely have a regular car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let alone if I have one that was flying. Imagine Dave L on a flying car.
That's a low blow.
What would that be? What would that be
Such
like?
a low blow.
How's it a low blow? It'd be hilarious. But
That
that's
would be
why
great.
we couldn't have it. He'd be like, "Watch this backflip. Get out of my fucking way."
Dave, I'm not pinning this
He's
on
not
you,
gonna do
buddy.
any of that. I'm just talking about him so he has to listen to it. I don't think he's listened to my first 2 episodes. so
He'll listen to this one.
I just
I'm
gotta
sure.
tell him we talked about him.
Like, we talked about you in the very beginning
And towards
then
the end.
Whenever
You brought in the tail end.
yeah.
Oh man. And then you so you played talking about you played poker this weekend with my father-in-law.
I did. We had a funny hand, dude. There was a funny hand because he was waiting on me, but we were all waiting on him. It was pretty great. But
He just had one of those moments where
we had one of those moments where I called an all in. It's just somebody went all in, then I'm up next, and then it's just us three. And I call, but he didn't. Your father-in-law didn't know I called, so he's sitting there just like this, and we're all looking at him. He's waiting on me, but everybody else is waiting on him. And we're sitting there for like it's literally like 7 minutes at a tournament-style poker game. So like everybody else is like, what the fuck is going on? And then like eventually at some point he's like, "Are you in?" And I'm like, "Bro, we were waiting on you." And he's like, "I was waiting on you." Like it was this funny moment, but I ended up getting fucked on that hand on the river. But
you got clapped.
yeah, man.
Poker, man. That's a tough game to play. You got some wild cards at the Delco game.
Yeah.
Literally. Like people go all in and it's like, dude, you had absolutely, and they'll win on the river.
Yeah.
But they have nothing.
No.
So I'm used to playing with Drew and his boys. Like some of them, like the one kid was a professional poker player and they play very traditionally and they're very good. And that's how I'm used to playing. Like,
Tournament style?
tournament style.
Okay.
So the way, if you play with them, like just them, it's a tight ship. But he's also a very intelligent guy. Like I think he can count cards. Like I swear to God, I think he paid his way through medical school from poker back in like the Bovada days.
Oh, that's one way to do it.
Yeah. In the good old days in 2004, they were sending you checks. There was no direct deposit back then. But yeah, dude, I want to have him on here. I don't know if you got to converse with him much, but he's a very, very intelligent guy. Interesting guy.
Yeah, only a little bit here and there.
Just some poker table banter.
Yeah. I play like cash games a lot. Like that's a whole different feel of poker. Like,
Do you prefer cash?
I kind of do.
No, see, I'm not well versed in cash.
Yeah, I definitely
It's more in and out, right?
No, like cash games, like you can do like games where it's whatever, it could be $200, $400, $500 buy-in and stuff, and like you're really playing your cards at that point. You know what I mean? Like tournament, you just kind of gotta wing it a lot. Like you can get shit hands and just lose half your stack on the blinds, which I'm not a fan of. Like,
Gotcha.
you know, so
Yeah, it's kind of.
and maybe
It's not
it's
real
just
money in a sense, and you got to press
Yeah.
to get up.
yeah,
You got to
like
make
maybe
those
I'm-
leaps in the stack.
Maybe I'm just not that good tournament style, which is why I prefer cash.
I mean, I guess it's like a learned thing, right? If you're not playing it often, I guess it is definitely a different style of play, just from a mental standpoint. But that's all I've ever played. I've only played tournament Texas Hold'em.
Yeah, and the cash games you can end up playing till 3, 4 a.m.
You can just keep buying back in.
Yeah,
And if you got a couple buddies that are degenerate gamblers,
yeah. Like I
which is most of us.
yeah, but I also like I'll play games and I'm like the youngest and poorest there, to where that's not always a good thing, dude.
No,
It's like some of these guys, they'll lose $500 and they're like, I'll buy back. It's not, I'm like, dude, I
can't work anymore. I'm already working, man.
I can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I need to leave here with something. Like, but yeah, poker and chess are my like two obsessions.
Haven't got into chess yet. I'm saving that. I'm saving that for that early retirement. I'm gonna keep that on the
It really does.
rainy day.
It opens your mind up on how to just like think differently. Like, we were in a bind one time where we were short a hoodie, and it's like 5:00 our time, Eastern time, and the cutoff for our suppliers is 5:00. So I'm like, wow, we're fucked. And I'm just like, so in this chess mindset, I'm like, well, what if we went back in time? And I remember talking this out with, I think it was Russo at the time. He's like, what the fuck are you doing going back in time? I was like, if we order from the West Coast, it's only 2:00. And he's like, was like, we'll overnight it from LA. It'll get here tomorrow because it's only 2:00 in LA.
So you were thinking.
And it's just like, this is all just like chess shit.
Did he have a response to you? He probably just looked at you and walked away.
Like, that might work, and it worked. But it was just like, I don't know if I would have thought of that, like, without chess.
So when everyone else is playing checkers, you're playing chess.
I tried to.
Maybe I should start playing chess. I definitely think it does open up.
It's very
neurotransmitters in the brain that probably aren't getting utilized.
It's humbling though, dude. Like you will get your ass whooped, not just you. Like I will get my ass whooped by a 12-year-old in India, like quick.
I mean, most shit that's difficult is humbling, right?
Yeah.
Like it takes time and dedication and. Yeah, a 12-year-old in India would definitely school me. You know what I mean? I could probably get schooled from anybody of any walk of life in chess. Now, do you play online or do you play like?
I play online. I finally got to like a good enough chess score to like that I'm like sort of proud of. But now I'm like scared to play, so I don't want to.
You're that next tier.
Yeah, like I don't. Now I'm like scared to play because every game you lose, it goes
little
down.
Indian kid.
Oh my god, dude.
He's fucking waiting for
and
you.
then I get
He's
angry.
waiting for you.
And I'm like rematch, and then he beats me again, rematch, and then it's like shit. Now I suck again. So I'm definitely like a little fearful of playing now.
Oh man, you got to get out there. Don't be fearful.
Yeah.
Fuck that kid.
Fuck that kid.
Oh man, but yeah, bro, we gave it a good rip. Would you want to touch on anything else before we? I don't want to keep you here all night. I know you got a fucking busy schedule.
I don't know. Is there anything we didn't touch on? Speaking of the books, sorry.
We can hop back because the last 2 podcasts.
Yeah.
Right when I turn that button off, everyone's like, "God damn it, we didn't talk about this.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that." So is there any little side business ventures? You got anything new within the business you'd like to market out to the people?
There's a set of books that I would regret if I did not mention this.
Okay.
So Alex Hormozi, do you have any idea who that is?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Hormozi's $100 million book series is like a must read for somebody running a business.
So they're the big ones that look like coloring books, correct?
Yeah, they do.
So
there's a purple, blue, and a green one. Yeah.
Easily digestible. Okay,
Yeah.
There's a third.
Yeah, the third just came out, which is my favorite by far.
Okay. Now, do you need to read the first 2?
It helps.
Okay.
Definitely helps.
So
yeah,
there you go, people.
I probably would.
Bob's a pretty smart dude. If he's telling you to read those 3 books, I might want to check those 3 books out.
Yeah, I would regret if I did not mention this on it.
I think I have all of them. I think I do. The green one just came in.
Just came in, yeah.
Right. So I have that. That's sitting next to my bed. And you said purple and blue?
Purple, yeah. It's $100 million leads, offers, and money models. Money models is the new one.
Is the new one? Okay.
Yeah, but like no one talks about this shit. Like leads and offers were great books, but money models is basically like getting paid up front, making the right margin, like getting the right clients. And it's like no one talks about this shit.
And
like,
it's kind of the most important. You could save yourself a lot of time. Does it touch on like having the better client?
Yeah.
Like one good client versus 10.
Yeah.
Right. And the way our minds are wired, you're like, I could get 1,000 clients and charge them $10. You know, it's 10 grand. And it's like, or you just get one client.
One. Yeah.
And that one client that's paying you 10 grand is probably going to be a lot easier to deal with than those other 1,000 paying $10.
Yeah.
Right. So it's definitely hard to perceive, right?
Yeah.
Like, but I guess it weighs into like if you're selling something, you believe in it, the value is what the value is, right? And 10 grand or whatever that figure is, it makes more sense.
I'm like so desperately searching. We have a bunch of clients at like the 300, 400, 500 employee range, which is great. These are all great clients. But I'm like so desperately looking for that 4,000 employee client. Like this is like life-changing shit.
Now, do you guys market to them?
A lot of this is like you have to know somebody. Like they're not going to see most of my clients are not on Instagram.
No, they're busy being professional and doing
if they're running
what they're doing.
$10 million plumbing company, they're
not
just
on Instagram.
not on Instagram, man. Like partly why I'm not on it. It's like the people I'm trying to market to or the people I'm trying to talk to, they're not on it. They're not like scrolling through TikTok. They're just not. Now it's different, you know, like different industries. You have different clientele, but like for me, it's they're not on there.
On that topic, I actually saw a thing the other day on Instagram. I gotta get the fuck off Instagram. It was the creator of Telegram. This guy doesn't even have a cell phone.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Doesn't even have a cell phone.
Yeah.
And he's probably up there on the richest people in the world, right? And he said, dude, it's a huge distraction. Why do you need it? He's like, you need to focus on tasks.
Yeah.
And time is the most important thing you have. So you're going to be deleting Instagram. Maybe this could be what I could do. I've been trying to think about like ways to hire people.
Yeah.
Could just hire somebody because I want to be, right? You go from a consumer to a producer. I don't know if that's the term, but like you want to be able to put content out, but you don't want to spend time taking it in.
Yeah.
Right. So you want to be on that side. You want to be on contributor, not consumer. So it's like maybe hire somebody.
Yeah. You have a good personal brand though. Like Instagram and everything, that like benefits you.
Yeah.
Looking at Tom Brady's dog, I don't know.
Yeah.
That doesn't. That's gonna help.
I mean, it made for a good 30-second clip. I'm gonna put on my Instagram on here.
All right, there
or
you go.
Something. I don't know. I'm just dancing around trying to justify my addictions. But yeah, man. All right. So that's a good takeaway.
Yeah.
We're gonna get off the IG.
I don't know.
Play some chess.
You just get more time back in a day. Like I never did social media up until I was like 25.
Really?
Yeah, I never had anything. Yeah.
And then the only reason you got it was business?
Yeah. And then like it's just so addicting.
It's addicting.
That stuff, it's crazy how much time. Like if you're spending like 2 hours a day, like that shit adds up.
Yeah, look at your screen time. Screen time is insane. That metric, when that came out after they fixed the iOS to allow you to have more than 200 quick draws or whatever that feature was, they put the screen time metric on there. Dude, it's depressing. It's bad.
Yeah. Like it's never been easier to be successful now, but it's also the most distracting time in human history.
It's almost like a neck and neck correlation. It's like you can get successful, but it's what's it called? It's like running in parallel with each other.
Yeah.
Right? It's just as easy to fuck off and not.
Do you ever see a post-smartphone world to where we're not carrying smartphones around?
Yeah, I do, but I think it's going to be even worse. It's going to be like you're going to be a cyborg, bro. Potentially. Yeah, right? You know what I mean? Like, think about it. If you told somebody back in whatever, the 60s that you'd have supercomputers in your pocket, they'd be like, this dude, he's smoking that marijuana.
Yeah, he's on that Mary Jane.
Yeah, you didn't have like harder drugs back then, I don't think. Right?
They might have.
Vietnam and heroin and stuff like that.
Yeah, they definitely trafficked in some stuff.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy though. It's crazy to think. It's fun to imagine. Right? There could be, but I mean, maybe it will turn around. Maybe it'll be like, oh my God, like it's just like asbestos. Like I come from a construction world, and they used to put asbestos in everything, and like they've realized it is the most carcinogenic material on the face of the earth.
And they had no idea when they were doing it.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? They probably did. I'm sure they did, maybe to like not a certain extent, but
I kind of think that like you always look like I always look at things like if my parents did it, it's not cool. So I think that could end up happening. I kind of hope that happens.
I heard kids are drinking less. I heard there's a study.
Less smoking and less drinking.
Less smoking and less drinking. And even like the vaping, I think it's all, you know, trending in a lower direction. And I'm here for it, you know, having kids and
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know how you grew up, but like actually I grew up, none of my parents, like my mom, my stepdad, my father, like they didn't drink. My father did other shit. He didn't drink, but I could count on one hand how many times I've seen them all drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't get it from them. But it's just, our generation, that was the thing to do.
Yeah, my grandma.
Hopefully we were like the peak of it. Hopefully we hit like
maybe
the you know what I mean? We're the top of the mountain and everyone's like, all right, that doesn't look like it's like a good idea. Let's tone this down a little bit. Everyone's got drunk uncles stumbling around Thanksgiving and scaring the kids. And
everybody's got one or two of them. Drunk cousins or drunk uncles.
Yeah, drunkle. And if you don't, it's you. If you don't have one, it's because it's you.
You can't figure out who it is. You're the guy.
Dude, I have that conversation all the time with Connie, just talking about like something, like people are assholes and like there's always one. And I always say like every work setting or any environment, there's always one person that's an asshole. And if you can't figure out who it is, man, it's you.
That might be me.
That's it. I mean, I think you're good.
I don't know, dude.
You might be good. The orange hat thing is kind of, that's wild.
Yeah, that was a hell of a cheat code for me.
I might implement that. I'm gonna be at work, like sitting in my truck and just.
It works.
Just put it on and be like, dude, the red hat's on.
Yeah.
Need 50, come back in 15. Just put the open close sign on the window or something. But yeah, man, dude, I could probably sit here for hours, but
at some point
we'll wrap it up. Yeah, I'll have to have you back, man. I'm excited to, see where you guys continue to grow to. And
likewise, dude.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Of course.
Appreciate you, man.